the one thing that is positive still for me is that we do limit teams. I know that they obviously got 2 goals in the game. One was a deflected goal, obviously, and the other one was us probably pushing forward and just being a bit more open at the back towards the end of the game. I did feel like in that first half we did still limit them to long
Mm.
range efforts, and I think that if you look at it, they had in the first half they had a couple of strikes, but they were from distance, not really troubling the keeper massively. I think second half was when the game sort of really turned a little bit more, and we started to come under siege.
Yeah, the first half was very cagey. They looked like the in control team. They looked
Yeah.
like the better team, but we were doing what we do well. Very strong defensive resilience.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really much. I think if you probably looked at the highlight reels of the first half, there was very little that we could probably look at and say there was to talk about. I think second half is where I felt, realistically again, I felt similar to the Derby game, I thought we looked a little bit leggy. We lost a bit of our, and that probably goes across the whole game. I thought we lost a little bit of our identity in that game, and I found it quite strange actually, because after the game, I thought it was going to be a performance that Jones would highlight with a bit more criticism, and I didn't feel like he did.
Well,
personally.
I feel like with Jones, I think because we've started pretty well, I think he talks about it all the time. And he talks about don't get too high, don't get too low. And I think we've lost. And at the end of the day, it wasn't our best game by a mile. I think probably that and the QPR game were the two that we've probably looked the.
And I think we looked worse in the Preston.
Yeah,
And I don't know, maybe that is, as I say, to both those games, we're not talking about, I think if you take it for the team, you can go, oh God, yeah, you got dominated by QPR, you got
but look where QPR now.
Exactly.
They've started going. I think they're on a 6 or 5 game unbeaten streak. They're up to like 7th or 8th in the league. So although at the time when we played QPR, they'd just been tanked by Coventry, I think. But since then they've built it back up.
It's kind of their turning point.
Yeah, exactly. They've spun it around, and at the end of the day, like all of the clubs we play are going to be tough to play against. Preston North End, they weren't a team that I had massively tipped to be up the top this year, but they're well managed, they're well coached. I mean, Heckingbottom's a good manager, and they've got quality players in that team.